Welcome to Searching Cabells, locating information about a specific journal. In this brief tutorial, we'll cover locating Cabells from the library homepage, searching Cabell's Whitelist, and searching Cabell's Blacklist. Let's get started. Let's say you've just received an invitation from an editor via email to publish in her journal. Or maybe you've found an article from a journal and you're wondering whether or not, based on the journal, it's of sufficient quality to include in your literature review. Cabells is an excellent tool for learning more about publications with which you may not be familiar. Access to Cabells can be gained through Greenlee Library's homepage. To get to the homepage, navigate to farmingdale.edu/library. Once you arrive on the library homepage, click Databases, which is located right under the search field in the middle of the upper portion of the page. This will take you to an alphabetized list of the databases to which Greenlee Library subscribes. Scroll down until you see Cabell's Scholarly Analytics. When you arrive at Cabell's, you will see three menu options: the Whitelist, the Blacklist, and Author Services. We do not currently subscribe to Author Services. When trying to locate information about a specific journal, you will check the Whitelist and the Blacklist. Let's start with the Whitelist. For inclusion on the Whitelist, journals must pass strict criteria in the following categories: audience, relevance, sponsorship, peer review, fees, policies, publication practices, and integrity. You can read more about these criteria by clicking the link in the description below. To begin your search, make sure to click Whitelist from the horizontal menu at the top of the page. Then, enter the title of the journal about which you would like to learn more. For our demonstration, we'll look for college and research libraries. My search returns several results, so you may have to scroll a bit until you find the journal for which you are looking. If you do not see the journal, it might have been removed from the whitelist, it might be on the blacklist, or it might not have been reviewed by Cabells. We'll return to this issue in just a moment. Once you see your journal, click the entry to expand your view. Just below the journal name, you'll see a little pin icon. This indicates the country in which the journal is published. The small calendar icon indicates how many times per year the journal is published. The little lock icon will indicate the journal's open access status, if applicable. And below this, you can use the horizontal menu to navigate. The About section features information such as the discipline under which Cabells classifies the journal. This can be helpful for future searches, as you can limit your search by this discipline in order to locate similar journals. The publication frequency is also noted. You'll be provided with the journal's ISSN and EISSN numbers, launch date, and a brief description of the journal. Under Submission, you will be provided with information about the submission method, percentage of invited articles, acceptance rate, required length range, and the journal's preferred style. If you hover over Submission, a link to the journal's submission guidelines will appear. Under Review, you will be provided with information about the type of peer review process utilized by the journal, typical time to review, whether authors will have the opportunity to receive comments from reviewers, the number and type of reviewers, the average time to publication, and whether or not the journal utilizes plagiarism screeners. Under the Metrics tab, you will be able to review the Cabell's Classification Index, the difficulty of acceptance rate, and an altmetrics report. The Cabell's Classification Index, or CCI, is a journal's ranking system based on subject. The CCI serves as a proxy for how much influence a journal has in a particular area of study. If you are looking at a multidisciplinary journal, you may see a CCI for more than one discipline. In this case, Cabell's classifies this journal under Educational Technology and Library Science. Within this discipline, the CCI for this journal is 80%. When we click the chart, we're able to see the CCI for the journal's influence within specific subdisciplines. The next metric is difficulty of acceptance. This metric is a journal acceptance ranking system based on subject. Each subject in a journal has its own percentage score, which is built on citation data. The difficulty of acceptance metric essentially quantifies how exclusive a journal is. The final metric is the altmetric report. This metric reports the median mentions per article, which provides a proxy for the amount of attention a particular journal receives online. Let's say you search the whitelist for a journal, but no results appear. For instance, if we look at the International Journal of Business and Social Science, it doesn't appear in the whitelist. If this happens to you, you may want to search the Blacklist. Cabells maintains a list of publication violations falling into the following categories: integrity, peer review, publication practices, indexing and metrics, fees, access and copyright, and business practices. Within each of these categories, violations are classified as severe, moderate, or minor. If a journal appears on Cabell's Blacklist, this means that the journal has demonstrated one or more violations in one or more of the aforementioned categories. Since we didn't have luck with the whitelist, let's try the Blacklist. We'll click the Blacklist, enter the name of the journal, and click Search. We can see that the journal appears in the Blacklist. If we click the brief entry, we can expand our view. This tells us a few things. It tells us the location from which the journal is published, its open access status, when it was last evaluated, and the version of Cabell's criteria according to which it was evaluated. As we scroll down, we can see why Cabell's included this journal in the Blacklist by viewing specific violations. This journal has violations in 5 categories: integrity, peer review, publication practices, website, and access and copyright. Thank you for watching this brief tutorial. Librarians are available to assist you during all open hours in person, by phone, and by email. Please don't hesitate to contact us.